Happy New Year! Yes, 2019 is here, 2018 is gone, and it came with a loud bang, boom, crash when it comes to South Florida football. Now, could be positive, depending on where you think. Now, most times when coaches are fired / resign, it's not a good thing because it means these seasons didn't go well. But if you weren't happy about how the teams were going and you want a new direction, well, then I guess a firing and resignation could be positive. And yes, I speak about the Miami Dolphins and the Miami Hurricanes football teams. Miami Dolphins fired head coach Adam Gase. Mike Tannenbaum has been reassigned, and we've learned that means he was fired. They just wanted to be nice and not hurt his reputation. The dude's been fired from his second straight GM job / vice president job. I mean, his reputation should be damaged. He's not good at his job. The Dolphins also moved Chris Greer from GM to player personnel director and player overseer of all. The Dolphins drafts have been pretty good, not great. Their free agent moves haven't been good. So let's promote him. I don't know. Around the league, people like Chris Greer, so we'll see what that means. The Miami Hurricanes head coach Mark Richt has resigned. Yeah, it was a little strange. Yeah, they didn't have a good season. They started top 10, finished 7-6 actually, because they got pounded in their bowl game for the second straight year to an average Wisconsin team. Mark Richt, it was rumored, was going to have to make offensive staff changes, and as you can see, he didn't want to. He resigned. Well, both teams are, one is now looking for a new head coach in the Miami Dolphins, and the Miami Hurricanes have a new head coach in Manny Diaz, who was named the Temple head coach. He jumped for joy for the Temple job, and then like a week later is installed as the Miami Hurricanes head coach. So it seems a little faulty. I personally thought the Canes needed to go after an offensive guy because their offense was dreadful. They had a great defense. They didn't. They had the defensive guy who is rumored to bring in Larry Fedora, a good offensive mind. We'll see how that works out. The Miami Dolphins do not have a head coach yet, and the last handful of head coaches they've had have all been first-time coaches, and it's all failed. So, of course, their list of interview candidates for head coach, all first-time head coaching candidates. Duh. If it's worked, never, why not just keep doing it? That's how the Dolphins work. Again, the Dolphins, I asked for them to clean house. They keep Chris Greer and don't clean house. Makes sense. But yes, the candidates are interesting. Darren Rizzi, everyone down here is happy about. He's a special teams coach. He's a big Dolphins guy, aqua and orange. I don't know if everyone's happy, but a lot of people are. He's aqua and orange through and through. He's a special teams coach of the 30th ranked special teams in the league out of 32 teams, and he's never risen above special teams. So to me, outside of John Harbaugh, who's from a coaching family, that doesn't work. I want a guy who's been a coordinator, who's called plays either defensively or offensively, to then move into that CEO head coaching role. Not a guy who's never had to do that. I don't care if he's an associate head coach. Rizzi's never had to do that. Chris Richard, however, of Dallas now, was with the Seattle Seahawks. He's been a defense coordinator, defensive backs coach, passing coordinator this year with the Cowboys. Has worked on both sides of the ball, multiple positions. I think would be a good hire for the Miami Dolphins. Luby's Law for today is, I have no idea what Manny Diaz will be. I really don't know who the Dolphins will hire. But after 2 miserable seasons for both franchises, I am happy to see that Tannehill seems to be gone. The Dolphins are going in a different direction. And the Canes have a Miami guy who has a lot of energy, who seems to really enjoy this role. So I'm looking forward to 2019 to see if both or either of these franchises can get in the right direction, because 2018 was a disaster. This is Luby's Law.